I say that young people and young people of color especially are not the cause of violence. I feel like it's impoverishment and unemployment, which are all things that need to be addressed, and the gang injunctions especially are not things that address that. You know, it promotes policing, which is really unnecessary in our communities and therefore promotes violence. I feel like police are a big reason why we have a lot of violence in our communities. I think the gang injunctions are just totally off base. I feel like they promote violence, like I said, you know, they profile people, you know, it's saying that people of color, usually young men of color, that look a certain way, you know, are considered to be gang members, or, you know, if not considered to be gang members, are the cause of violence. You know, it's pushing people out of Oakland, pushing people out of their communities and saying that they're the cause of violence when that is not the case. Especially with the gang injunctions, I mean, they're not supporting people and they're not supporting families. I mean, I feel like families are what are being targeted. You know, we're taking people from their families, taking people from their communities, which are part of their extended family, and, you know, it's not supporting those people. I feel like it's breaking families apart, not addressing, you know, the root causes, like I said, which are impoverishment and unemployment, things that still need to be addressed. So it's unnecessary money and funding. $430,000 is being put into the gang injunctions that could be put into families, supporting youth, various things that we can do to support our communities and not break them apart.
They're profiling the culture. This is our culture, you know. You can't profile somebody's culture. That's against humanity. Somebody's culture. The culture that we were raised up doing. You know, we always did this. Well, my thing is, how do you expect people to, if they want to turn around, hang around some positive friends, the positive friends are going to get, they're going to get in trouble for trying to, you know, direct their homeboys that's pretty much trying to turn his life around. So, you know, and the positive homeboy, you know, like I said, that's his culture also. He also got tattoos, but he's just not trying to, you know, do everything everybody else is doing. So, you know, he liked the culture, you know, that's how he was raised. But, you know, he was just blessed with, you know, his situation was just blessed more than somebody else. I'm disappointed at this whole gang injunction, but you're trying to profile the culture. You're not going to go into another country doing that also.
Yeah.
You can't profile, you know, Arabs for wearing, they don't, you know, for their culture, you know, you can't profile us for us having tattoos or t-shirts. That's what you sell to our community. So now it's part of our culture now.
You know, being an ex-felon myself, some of the same things that they're trying to implement with this gang injunctions is the same thing that they do in prison. I was in there for a large stint of time, and you know, you see cats coming back and forth for the gang injunctions, which is called stayaways. And it's just, I mean, it's disgusting, man. You know, when you can go down the street with 2 or 3 of your friends and you can get locked up under contempt of court. I mean, how broad and how vague is that? And gang injunction encompass where you are lookout or you're loitering. I mean, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It is so disheartening, man, when you're trying to do something different with your life, and you know, you get stopped and a police officer say, well, your lights is out, or you got a car freshener in your car, and it's like, you know, everything that you worked up for to that point can be absolutely erased. You know, with going through the Center for Third World, organizing some of their trainings and being able to go through the MAP program, opened my mind up to so much stuff to where I know how to, you know, deal with the police once I get stopped. But who's to say that's, you know, what about the other folks that might have not had the same opportunities that I had? It's a process, and you have to have support. I was fortunate enough to have that support and people sending me to the right places to go so that the support can grow. You know, I beat the odds. You know, like 80 to 85% of felonies, parolees, when they get out, they got like a 90-year window, and then they go back. I get off parole on September. It's been 3 years, and I've never been back.
Congratulations.
And that's not for me, you know. It's from the community. You know, it's from 7 generations from C2. It's from being on the Black Organizing Project. These are the things that have kept me afloat, I think, and the support of my fiance also.
Afterwards, the officer that said those words said, Anthony Perona, who still works for Ruyata, by the way, he declared that if Oscar Grant had not been killed,